We've already seen her helping pick out some prints. He's very starstruck, isn't he, today?
Quite
a little
right.
bit.
Dame Zandra Rhodes, own dramatic designs that paved the way for much of what we wear today.
Now, her work has made her a British fashion icon and a magnet for stars and royalty, all wanting to be seen wearing Zandra Rhodes.
And now the Queen of Prince, Dame Zandra, has chosen 50 objects to help tell the story of an era that she defined, and she is here now. Can I say, I love the fact that you picked up the water. It's all about the aesthetic. You were like, get that water out shot, put that down.
I might knock it over the thing.
We don't want that pen in shot either.
Oh, it's so nice of you to join us.
And congratulations on the book. It's absolutely lovely. Lovely stories.
It's being very cathartic to go into my background, yes.
You've enjoyed it. I love the fact that the first chapter is all about your wonderful Mum, who used to dress so elegantly and wonderful.
And the fly spray.
And fly spray. Tell us about it. What's the story?
Well, she used to put her hair back in a bun and then make a curl at the top that she pinned in and spray it with silver and then set it with, you know, hairspray to set it. And we were rushing to go to... We were getting the early train to London for Christmas shopping, I think. And she sprayed her hair, and all the way on the bus down to the station, she'd say, my head does sting, my head does sting. And she sprayed her hair with fly spray instead of the setting
But it's funny that those are the things you remember. It's quite often it's the smells, isn't it? It's those sensory kind of experiences are so important when you're a kid. Did you enjoy and did you find it easy to delve back into the annals? And it's like, could you remember stuff? It was a kind of lightning in the bottle for you.
It was really a case of really trying to go into things that I'd hidden in the background and didn't even want to talk about. You know, like my father's background where his mother had been murdered. I didn't know any of that.
Sure.
It was my sister's granddaughter that did all that research.
Wow.
Suddenly I found out all these things about myself, or researching different affairs I'd had and everything like that. You know, things that you push behind you and you think, oh, I'd forgotten that, and then you dig it out for the icon book.
Yeah, marvellous.
Well, can we just say thank you for digging out some of these outfits? They're absolutely unbelievable. Now, that dress over there, is that a replica of maybe Princess Diana's?
That's a replica of the Princess Diana's dress that I did for her. And then next to it is the Freddie Mercury cape that he tried on.
Wow.
Incredible. So talk us through the Diana... Let's talk about the Diana experience first. We'll talk about both of them. So what was your experience with Diana? She came to you.
I had a very chic shop in Mayfair at that time, just off of Bond Street.
Yeah. And
she came round with her friend Fergie, just paid a visit, and there were all these plainclothes policemen standing around trying to look invisible. and then she ordered a dress. She tried it on in black, an off-shoulder dress. And then my factory was still in a little workroom in Bayswater. And we made the dress, and then I got in my little mini car with my passport and went to the front door, you know, to the palace, and with the dress, and then I'd hold the dress over my arm and I'd curtsy as I went in and tripped over a wonderful toy with all these great horns. It was a sort of Nordic toy. And I said, what's that? And she said, oh, it's William's favourite.
Oh, my God.
Sweet.
That's so lovely. So did she have that dress in the pink or the black in the end?
No. In those days, it was in the pink, and she announced when she was pregnant with that dress.
Oh, it's lovely. And what about Freddie Mercury then? Yeah. So he came into the shop. Who did he come in with?
Oh, no, I didn't have a shop then. I still had my funny little studio in Bayswater by the tube station, and you went up 3 flights of rickety stairs, and the phone call, I think it was Brian who phoned me up.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you'll have to come in the evening, because I didn't have a changing room. It was just a big sort of workroom with the machinist down one side and everything. So they came in the evening, and when I put the phone down, I had to say to my people, what do they play? Because at that time, I wouldn't have known.
They were just starting out, I suppose.
I think they were just starting out.
So my students who were working...
Oh, that's great. What a lovely shot.
Look, isn't that wonderful, that picture of him? And so that was the actual one. It was a wedding top, and I pulled it off and I said, oh, go in front of the mirror and see how you want to feel in it and everything. And so it was quite wonderful. Did
he come alive then when he looked at himself in the mirror with your outfit?
You could see the way he moved in front of the mirror, which was quite wonderful.
Sandra, was there a moment or a particular outfit for you that catapulted you into the realms of the Dianas or the Diana Rosses or the Streisands of the world, or did it just happen a little bit more?
I suppose one of the key moments was when I got a phone call from English Vogue who said, we're dressing a very famous lady and we'd like a special ball gown, and I sent in the white ball gown. And it wasn't until a month later that I was told that it was actually Princess Anne in the white dress when they announced her engagement. And then that meant that when I once
got
a
shot there. Oh wow!
Look
that's
at that.
the engagement photograph. She looks like a really fairy princess, and then
stunning, isn't she?
Everyone thought there were all photographers waiting at the when I came out of a plane, thinking I was going to make the wedding dress, but I didn't make the wedding dress.
Oh.
But you have worked with incredible... So, I mean, Diana... You worked with Streisand, haven't you?
And Diana Ross didn't recognise you, did she?
Oh, well, that one was... Diana Ross came into my shop, and when I fitted her, I had a white turban on and a tunic or something. She said, do come to the finale of her show, and she bought a wonderful red pleated jacket and a red outfit and a red turban. So I'm in LA maybe 6 months later, and I'm with my girlfriend driving along in her Cadillac, and she says, look, there's Diana Ross getting out of her car. Go out and say hello.
You've met her. So you think,
yes, you've got to say hello.
There's a Polaroid.
So I get out of the car.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was round at the house, because what happened was I get out of the car.
Yeah.
I've got green hair with feathers on the end, high white beaver boots and my dress, and I float up to start coming up. If you come one step nearer, I will close this garage door down on you. I backed into the car, got back in the car, and then I come down in the morning and my friends have bags under their eyes. They've had a phone call at 3 in the morning, and it's Diana Ross saying she realised that she'd shut the door down on me, and she came round for breakfast. And that picture that you just saw was her coming round for breakfast, trying on a punk outfit.
Don't rock up at Diana's.
I had no intentions of
without inviting yourself.
Up at Di's. Did you meet Streisand as well? Have you dressed Barbara Streisand?
I have. I dressed her for that very last show she did in the park.
Oh, I was there, yeah.
Here in London.
Yeah.
That was fun to do. And then,
she?
you know, because I had to make it that she could sort of put her arms out when she was singing.
Yeah.
And it would look very lovely.
Oh, marvellous.
Do you think the industry, the fashion industry, has changed over time? And how has it changed for you?
I mean, I think I've been incredibly lucky. I mean, I met these mad Ukrainian-American models who'd been photographed in my clothes by Bailey, and they said, Zandra, you've got to come to America, you'll make your fortune. And somehow I thought, oh, why don't I go? And I put a collection together, including this wonderful yellow cloak.
Which is amazing.
And then I had a letter of introduction to Deanna Vreeland of American Vogue, who was this amazing, hook-nosed, amazing figure. Her personality was so incredible that you didn't feel you felt you were walking on air. And I showed her the clothes, and she said, "Oh, I've got to photograph them on Natalie Wood." And so she did. Incredible. She photographed them on Natalie Wood. She phoned up the top boutique in New York and said, you've got to have her clothes. And that's really where I had all this American clientele who didn't say, oh, you're a textile designer and you can't do clothes. And the pictures were so lovely that I ended up selling to America, really, before here.
So do you think that avenue that is harder now? I mean, it seems a very difficult industry to be able to break into without huge backing.
I think it would still be difficult, but I'm sure, like everything, you work out a different way of persistence. And I've always said to students, don't give up. If you feel that's what you want to do, look the part that you're selling. Always look the part. Always dress perfectly for a job to show you respect the person that you're going to.
Put your makeup on.
Oh,
Put your
never
face
without
on.
makeup.
Yeah.
I sleep with my makeup.
Do you?
Oh, yes. And then if I'm really late, I add to it.
You wake up like this. Can I say thank you for styling me for Sunday Times?
You look so good.
That was your cape.
Look at that.
I felt...
goodness sake.
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
I felt incredible in Zandra Rhodes. I really did. It was lovely for the Sunday Times.
When was it? Do you remember? That year ago?
It's not long ago. No, it's about 6 months ago, that is. Thank you so much for that.
It was
outfit. I love it. I didn't keep it, though. I should have kept that one.
Absolutely smoking.
Amazing.
Can we have a look at that?
All right,
just take a moment.
That's enough. Thank you so much for joining us. congratulations with the book.
Absolutely.
There it is. Iconic.
Iconic.
It's out now.
50
objects. 50 objects.
50 objects, yeah.
Thank you. You're sticking around as well, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I am. I'm thrilled, yes.
Like, help out Gok.
I'm just going to go through all your little items. Thank you for bringing it all in.
The fan, and they're all written about in the book.
OK.
Brilliant. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning.